following is a clip from my conversation with former Australian Special Forces Specialist, Technology Executive Andrew Nathan.
Actually go and search for there's hundreds, if not thousands of them, because everybody can deploy them now. DeepSeek, blah, 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 whatever. So it's going to make the proliferation of the bad stuff much easier for people to get, which is going to obviously have repercussions. On the flip side, I think having seen how customers are using it and stuff, I still don't think it's being used to its full potential, which is, again, both exciting and terrifying because a lot of customers like that I'm dealing with, they're still trying to just make the next version of a chatbot. They're still not doing enough with them.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a matter of time. And we had a presentation done to us at my new job last August. PhD doctor guy told us he still thinks the world's about 5 to 7 years away from getting to the point where things are AI'd, to the point where, the current sort of fear level in the world of AI doing stuff for us. And again, like I said, it's both terrifying and exciting because I think it's going to change our lives in terms of the ease of use for things like, we've got those holiday booking websites and stuff now, but you've got to go in and look, I want to go to this city on this date and I want to go to this city on that date and blah, blah, blah. And then it'll give you rough things and hotels. And you've still got to do all the selections and all that kind of stuff. In the next 5 to 7 years, you're not going to have to do that. You just go into an app and go, hey, I'm going to leave Sydney on this date and I'm going to go to Amsterdam, Paris, and Munich, and then I'm going to get back to Sydney on this date. Go, and it'll book your flights and your accommodation and your transfers and everything for you, and you just get the thing in your inbox going, ding, enjoy your trip. And, I think Google's already sort of starting to do that now with Gemini. You can ring it, you can talk to Gemini, it'll go and make you like hotel reservations or restaurant reservations and stuff. So it's going to change our lives in terms of that. Like I think it's just our ability to do stuff quicker will be great, but with that will become the exposures. If we talk about immediate current risk today and data, customers, everyday people like you and me, I'm guilty of it. We've got stuff in my OneDrive from 2016. Why is it still there? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? And it's there, and we've all got Copilot now. And if somebody sat down and was able to, like, if I walk away from this computer now and don't lock it, my daughter's boyfriend's here in this house. He could sit down and go, "Hey, Copilot, show me all the photos Andrew took in 2016."
Yeah. Do you recommend cleaning that stuff up periodically? To be honest, I've always kind of thought like, yes, I have a ton of stuff on OneDrive from years and years ago. And I've just kind of thought, that's not hurt anything. It doesn't take up any space on my hard drive.
It's probably less concerning for you and me in that respect. In the other stuff that you and I, as functioning adults, keep is probably bad, like W-2s and W-4s and that kind of stuff. We'll keep them in chronologically dated folders with all of our pay slips and all that kind of stuff. And again, if we think about that from the perspective of log on to, I don't know if the IRS is the same, I can't remember, but here in the Australian Tax Office, to prove your identity, it's tell us what your taxable income was for one of the last 5 years. And if they've got access to that information, they prove who they are.
That's a great point, man.
But for customers, like, man, the stuff they've got, exactly. And I don't want to say like delete it. I'm just saying like take it out of or classify it. Take it out of the folders that you give Copilot or any of the AIs access to. Just don't give it the access. So have it there, but archive the folder, put it in the, create a folder that says like not for Copilot, not for AI, whatever, and all of that stuff goes over there because it doesn't need to know that stuff.
Yeah. What do you I used to have a hard drive a while ago, and this is my first experience with this, and I also knew better. In my mind, I knew better, but it was one of those things like, that's not going to happen to me. And I went to plug it in one day, all the way corrupt. I was like, oh, shoot. Do you have any suggestions for like, what do you use it for offline storage? Or are you just a delete it once I don't need it anymore kind of guy?
I'm trying to be better. I have a collection of old hard drives just sitting around that, I'm like, that's everything from 2018 in there. So I used to do a once a year purge and put everything onto a hard drive. I've got similar to you. I had a NAS for a long time that I had, rated and all that kind of stuff. And I had doing it that way. And I had all of our photos and all those kind of stuff, but it's just sitting in a box somewhere down doing nothing. So I should probably, I've moved too many times. Although my wife would probably kill me knowing that I'm carrying that much weight around in the boxes. But yeah, it's become more prevalent now with AI. Is
It's a great point.
because particularly with Copilot, like it just has access to like, and love Microsoft for giving it to everybody for free, but it's got access to everything on your device unless you take that access away.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really good point. I need to.
And pretty much all of those LLMs, large language models, are still susceptible to like prompt injection or SQL injection, whichever. So if they can be compromised, your data's gone.
That's a great point. I do have some cleanup to do. Just realizing right before I air this episode, I'm
Yeah,
writing
man.
tools cleanup. No one's tracking down my freaking stuff.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that I say to people. Like, I'm sure we've all got people in our lives, you, me, people watching this, that use the AI models as confidants, as therapists, as whatever. And I'm not going to get into the ethics of that, whether that's right or wrong. But what the conversation I've been having with people and in the conversation I'm having with my kids is essentially, if you want that information available for everybody, and it's the same as everything I told my kids about being online, the internet is
Yeah.
forever. So it doesn't matter if you think it's just a one-way conversation, you don't know what happens to that information once it's gone. And so somebody could screenshot it, somebody could, take a photo of their phone with another phone, take a photo of their iPad with another phone, and they've got it forever. If you're telling an AI model your deepest, darkest secrets, you have to assume at some point that model is going to be compromised. And if you're happy for that information and that whatever detail about your life being exposed, go nuts. If you're not, don't tell the model.
Yeah, I think that's like a great way to end this podcast. I feel like that's such a good piece of advice. Anybody that hears this, I think that's awesome, man. Anything you want to add? I should caveat that unless there's something else you want to add on here.
No, man, it's your data's your data. Protect it.
Oh, such good advice. Thank you for that. Well, look, Andrew, I enjoyed this. This is amazing. I'm really glad I got to meet you. Sorry for all the technical difficulties.
You and me
Thank
both,
for
my
your
friend.
patience.
No
Oh, man,
worries.
thanks. This was a short clip from the 4Fs podcast where I sit down with founders, veterans, and executives, world-class experts that you won't hear on every other show to talk about leadership, entrepreneurship, and personal reinvention. For the full conversation and more context, tap the link in the description or search 4Fs podcast on YouTube or your favorite podcast app. And if you're enjoying these shorter episodes, make sure to follow along so you don't miss tomorrow's clip.
Welcome to the 4Fs, 4Fs with Jeff.